Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I am Mick Alfany. We have a good one today. We'll start off with some XRP news, and then we're going to end off with some XLM news. Let's begin here with an article on U.Today, and it is titled, XRPL could become go-to platform for CBDCs. Haven't we been saying this for the longest time? Oh, money, 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 money. Do you understand the value that we're going to be moving? It's mind-blowing. We've taken a look at a lot of the banking financials over this last year. We're talking about trillions of dollars, okay? And I firmly believe in the future, quadrillions will flow. I 100% believe that. Now, whether that happens or not, we have to wait and see. Of course, there's no guarantees of anything. And this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. But all the signs, all the data, all the PDFs, all the transcripts are telling everyone the same thing. Those with eyes to see and ears to hear, they know what's coming on the XRPL. XRP is going to explode. But let's get into this article. I sound like one of those 90s shock TV people. Let's get into this article. It's hardcore. Well, no, seriously, let's get into this. I'm having too much fun already. It's only a minute 30 in the video. Anyway. By the way, I still remember every single combination from Tekken 2, Tekken 3. Listen, maybe in the future, we're going to get some tournaments going, some Street Fighters, Mortal Kombat. In the future, don't worry, right now, we're going to focus on the money. It says, in 2022, a number of leading blockchains, including Avalanche, AVAX, Polygon Network, Matic, Ethereum, ETH, and BNB Chain, BSC, implemented purpose-made sidechain solutions. XRP Ledger blockchain can supercharge state-backed digital assets with its federated sidechains. Now, if you remember, Ripple released a document on this, or maybe it was Ripple X released a document on this about a month or two ago. They were telling it all, informing the people, warning the people, letting them know. But let's continue on here. Federated sidechains concept looks like a smart bet for CBDCs. Mr. Jake has taken to Twitter to share his estimations of XRPL's federated sidechains role in the development of central bank digital currencies. Listen, when it comes to CBDCs, I firmly believe that when it comes to interoperability, XRP is at the crux of that. Of course, XLM is in there. Quant is going to play with Overledger. Quant is going to play a major role, in my humble opinion. Let's continue here. It says he stressed that governments will definitely need centrally controlled networks for their CBDC developments. However, such platforms can't be built from scratch. This is what I've been telling people. They need somewhere to start from. They need someone who's established. They don't have time to catch up with us. They don't. This is why they're working with so many DLT companies. This is why they're reaching out to MTech, Hedera, HBAR, for the digital dollar. This is why they're reaching out to Ripple, XRP for the digital dollar. They need what we have. We are sitting on a powder keg and a gold mine, if you will, when it comes to XRP, XLM, HBAR. HBAR will go far. Remember that. Now, let's continue here. It says, however, such platforms can't be built from scratch. They would lack a user base. We have all the banks. Quant, over 500 institutions we have access to via SIA partner, SIA chain. Ripple, hundreds upon hundreds of large financial institutions signed up to use Ripple. XLM is bringing some banks. Algorand has some banks. We have what they need. Generational wealth is at hand. I can feel it. I'm getting excited. It's starting to heat up again, everyone. Woo. Well, don't worry. We're going to get to some XLM stuff. Oh, you sneaky, sneaky XLM Stellar. Sneaky. But you can't get anything past Alphanine. I'm on the job. I'm like an owl. I'm watching. Let's continue on here. I'm a little too excited, but I'm fired up. Oh, so good. Federated sidechains by XRP Ledger can solve these problems as they can implement every logic, idea, and governance architecture required for its issuers. We literally have everything. Come to us, banks. Hand me that money, 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 money. At the same time, federated sidechains are flexible and adjustable when it comes to use cases, adoptions, and interoperability with mainstream blockchains. XBridge enables the transfer of assets across different ledgers. A federated sidechain can be centralized or decentralized. See, there's so many correlations between what XRP is doing, what XLM is doing. We're going to get to that later. Centralized CeFi and DeFi coming together, CDeFi. I hope I have that article up here. I have so many tabs open, it's unbelievable. Because we're back at that point in the year again where information is just exploding. Open or private, its validators can follow any consensus mechanism. Any feature can be implemented to enforce law and regulation. One-stop solution for governments and businesses. We'll read this little tidbit here and then we're going to go to the next article. Remember, go over to u.today. This is a tremendous article. Great read. Head over there. They've been doing a great job. Support them. And I hope they continue to do a great job. This is amazing. So now let's go on to another article here. This is also on u.today. They are on fire. It says Ripple CTO David Schwartz explains why XRPL is better than all mainstream blockchains. He said mainstream, keep that in mind, mainstream. And it is. It's superior. Now, all of us bank coins, we're not mainstream yet. Keep that in mind. So we're back here. XRP is out front. So he's talking about all these other blockchains. But let's continue on here. The non-bank coin family. Let's continue on here. XRP Ledger supporters shared a video from Apex Developer Summit 2022. A large-scale XRPL-centric conference for developers. Speed, fees, scalability, what else? David Schwartz on XRPL advantages. In his speech, Mr. Schwartz stressed that the XRP Ledger adoption is on fire in 2022. Think about that for a minute. He stressed that the XRPL Ledger adoption is on fire in 2022. That means there's a whole lot of announcements they haven't made. He told a little bit. He's telling. He told a little bit. You see that? He let it slip. Don't get me wrong. We've had a good amount of announcements, but nothing like what he's saying here on fire. What are they holding back? I told you, I believe in 2023 with all of my being that there's going to be massive announcements. Obviously, they have to be held back because of both the SEC case and also non-disclosure agreements. He let it slip. They've been doing a massive amount of deals behind the scenes. I'll read it one more time. In his speech, Mr. Schwartz stressed that the XRP Ledger adoption is on fire in 2022. That is beauty. Muy linda, mi gente. Money, 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 money. He mentioned operational speed and attractive fees policy, amazing scalability as XRPL's main benefits. XRP Ledger is also well known for the environmental friendliness of its validator structure. That's going to be important when it comes to central banks and governments not being able to deny us at any point. They can't hold us back. Also, XRPL is among the oldest blockchains running. It has a proven track record since 2012. CTO Schwartz, who is among the earliest contributors to the XRP Ledger's technical design, added that all of these advantages can differentiate XRP Ledger from other blockchains. In other words, this is why the banks, large financial institutions, find XRP delicious. We can help them do what they need to do. We can save them. And we have the prestige, we have the relationships. Brad Garlinghouse is in constant meetings and conversation with some of the strongest people around the world. Christine Lagarde, Kristalina Georgieva of the IMF, we're on their advisory board. Don't forget the Faster Payments Council of the United States. Also the Faster Payments Task Force of the United States. All this matters. The Digital Pound Foundation, the Digital Euro Association. We are on all of the top advisory boards around the world. We can't be touched. We can't be stopped. Generational wealth. I'm only sharing my enthusiasm. This is enthusiasm. This is not financial advice. Not a financial advisor. I want to say that again. It doesn't matter to me whether you buy XRP or sell all of it. It doesn't make a difference. This is not that type of channel. We are here for that bank money, not retail money. That's nice too. That's nice as well. We're here for the bank's money. Oh, let's keep going. There's so much news here. My goodness. And also all the other, the people covering XRP, XLM, they've been doing a great job, putting out the information and spreading the word, even though there's so many people that don't believe and fudders out there and such. Like, I've seen them as well. But we continue forward in strength. As always, we know what we know. We know what we hold. And it's getting good. Another article here. This is from zcrypto.com. XRP lawsuit. Ripple aims for ultimate win as case with SEC finally inches towards endgame. Yes, yes, yes. First bullet point, Ripple Labs and Securities Exchange Commission have filed a joint proposal hinting at a speedy resolution of the case. I really do believe there's a possibility that when the case ends, this is why it's good that people prepared ahead of time. When that case ends, this price could explode. Now, there's no guarantees, but look, keep in mind what the head of SBI Remit said. They said that there's a lot of institutional money on the side waiting to use XRP, but they need a satisfactory outcome to the SEC case. That means what? When that case ends, all that institutional money could, it doesn't mean that it will, could flood in, and that price of XRP will explode. Then also know that if the price of XRP explodes, the price of XLM will also explode. I've been ready for a long time. Ooh, I'm ready for this. It's getting fun now. Next bullet point. The proposal was made to ensure easy and timely access to each party's brief. Next bullet point. The SEC and Ripple Labs have been at loggerheads since 2020 over the firm's executives' alleged sale of unregistered security. We know all this nonsense. It's absolute nonsense, poppycock, silliness. It's almost over, though. Time is on our side. On Thursday, parties to the suit wrote a letter to Annalisa Torres, Honorable. My goodness, I messed that up. We mess up from time to time here. This is why we promote doing your own research and such, and making your own decisions. To Honorable Annalisa Torres to seek the court's approval on a joint proposal to regulate the upcoming summary judgment. Motions to be filed in the coming weeks. The SEC, Brad Garlinghouse, and Chris Larson agreed to the joint proposal with respect to the sealing issues ahead of the filing of the summary judgment motions. Are you ready for the first flood? Are you ready? I'm ready. I've been ready. Also, on the topic of HBAR, I saw one of my peoples, one of the legends on this channel, was having some issues with Uphold and HBAR. I'm not familiar with the purchasing of HBAR and Uphold. I do know that a long time ago, because I've been prepared with HBAR for a long time, but I remember long ago, I got my HBAR on, I believe it was Binance US, and there was no problems whatsoever, getting it at that time on Binance. I don't know if they still offer HBAR on Binance. I haven't used Binance in so long. But I do remember that they used to have it. So that's how I obtained my HBAR, right? So just be careful with how you obtain certain assets and such like that, and look at their policies and things of that nature. And then keep an ear out also, keep an ear out when they have new services and new, what do they call it? Ways to remove it, because Uphold has always been a little bit interesting when it comes to removing certain assets. Was it Uphold that had Cardano, and you could purchase Cardano, but you couldn't get Cardano off Uphold at the time? I think it was Cardano. So that always made me a little iffy on certain assets of getting them off of Uphold. But I do like Uphold, but they have to. Hopefully they continue to improve. I'll just put it that way. Okay. So I just want to put that out there, if that helps. Now let's continue on here. More XRP news. The season of information is here. It says new highs. This is on zcrypto.com. New highs seem imminent for XRP price as Ripple fosters massive adoption push in Asia. Southeast Asian region. It's going to explode over the next 5 to 10 years. We want all of that money. That's why the bank coins are digging in deep. Also, what you're going to see when we get to the XLM news, they're heavy as well. They're making major moves as well. Let's read this little tidbit here. It says XRP, like most crypto assets, has been experiencing the damaging effects of persistent crypto winter. that really doesn't matter to the price at all. Trust me on this. Institutions won't care, because this is something that literally is going to help them make exponential amount of money, save an exponential amount of money, provide liquidity when there is a looming liquidity crisis. Actually, the liquidity crisis right now, but they're giving the illusion that there's not. But we'll play along for now. But there's a looming liquidity crisis that they can't hide from, and we can solve that problem. So they're going to need these things. It says, nonetheless, XRP appears to have soared past a significant support level by recent trend of bullishness. Of course they're bullish. Look at all the news that's coming out. People know what's coming. They see what's coming. There's the possibility that maybe in the coming months, next year, within the next year, that price could explode. And people could make a disgusting amount of money. Now, don't get me wrong. It's not the tsunami we're waiting on. But let me tell you something. It's been a drought. We've been in a drought. And a flood will do. A flood is good enough, right? So it says, nonetheless, okay, so this promising development comes at a time when Ripple recently entered into a partnership with a Web3 firm to boost metaverse adoption in Japan. Now, I have to keep going back to this individual from SBI Remit. He released so much information in that little statement that he made. It was unbelievable. And it's all coming to fruition. So far, so good. And he said also that he believed that most banks in Japan would use XRP. Now, there's no guarantees of that. Of course, that individual is not in charge of all the banks. But if that person made that statement, it tells me that this has been discussed. This is an idea that has been floated. And that means that there is a possibility, no matter how remote it might be. And now you see that they had entered into a partnership with a Web3 firm to boost metaverse adoption in Japan. There's a big reason for that, but we'll get into that another time. We have so many other articles and tabs to get to. So now I want to go into this here. We're going to get into a little Stellar now, because they've been naughty, secret. Now, a long time ago, and I try to keep up with things, I was wondering why we had seen so much inactivity with Interstellar, right? Interstellar is the commercial wing of Stellar, the for-profit wing of Stellar. Now, I also remembered that Mike Kennedy, I believe Mike Kennedy was the head of Interstellar. Long ago, we covered an article where Mike Kennedy of Interstellar went over to Velo Labs. Now, at that time, I was keeping a close eye on it, and I was saying to myself, okay, now Mr. Kennedy is working with Velo Labs, but it seems that Velo Labs is getting the most activity, and Interstellar has pretty much come to a standstill as far as what is the apparent activities of it. Now, that doesn't mean they're not doing things behind the scenes. So I did a little digging, and it seems that it's not just that Mr. Kennedy went over to Velo, but Interstellar and Velo sort of merged together. Let's read this little tidbit here. We're going somewhere with this. We're going somewhere. It says today, this is an article from PR Newswire from March 15th, 2021. It says today, Velo Labs and Interstellar announced that the Interstellar team based in San Francisco is integrating. See, when the announcement first came out, it seemed to me that they were saying it as though, sorry about that. They were saying it as though Mike Kennedy just went over to Velo Labs. I didn't really see articles saying they merged together. But let's continue on here. It says, is integrating with Southeast Asia-based Velo Labs. Southeast Asia-based Velo Labs. Why is that important? Who else do we know that has built on Stellar Protocol, is using Stellar Protocol, which is XLM? XLM is used for every account that's opened, right? And used for transaction fees, correct? For everything that's on Stellar blockchain. Okay, let's put that out there. Unless they change that, they're going to have to let us know that's the way that it is. Lightnet is also in Southeast Asia. We are in deep in two ways in Southeast Asia, but we're going to get to that in a moment. So with Southeast Asia-based Velo Labs under the leadership of Mike Kennedy and with ongoing support of its partner organizations, Stellar Development Foundation and Lightnet Group. Let's continue on here to this next article. So then we go over to Velo's white paper, just to show you that Velo Labs and the Velo token is on Stellar. Everything that they do is going to result in accounts being opened that have to hold a minimum of lumens. That's the minimum. That doesn't mean that everyone's going to hold the minimum. Some people want to see a profit off of that. They're going to hold way more, much more than the minimum. Some people are going to hold the maximum. It all depends, right? But this is from their light paper, Velo light paper. And it says tokenomics, symbol Velo, blockchain Stellar. Consensus, Stellar consensus protocol. Maximum supply, 30 billion. That's a lot of transactions going across the Stellar blockchain. Keep in mind, the more transactions that go across Stellar blockchain, it will trigger surge pricing. Stellar has surge pricing. The price of that XLM will go up. Then also remember, with surge pricing, whoever has the biggest transactions will have priority. So it's going to incentivize large business institutions and banks to move more value all at once. This is looking too good right now. It really is. Let's continue on here. All right. So then we go to their white paper. So let's read this little tidbit here. It says, in addition to the remittance scenarios, the Velo network will also include a wider range of financial services, which will require the use of smart contracts. As Stellar is one of the best blockchain networks for digital asset transactions, the Velo network will also expand blockchain adoption of Stellar. That sounds just like what Interstellar was doing, doesn't it? Yes. Interstellar, in my opinion, is Velo. All the people that were associated with Interstellar moved over to Velo. It's the same thing, except it's based out of Southeast Asia. So it's out of the reach of certain, I would think, out of the reach of certain regulatory bodies. This is all strategic. And another reason why it's been so quiet. They're laying low while they're making massive moves behind the scenes. Now let's continue on here. There's so many more pieces. Stay in here with me. Velo network will also expand blockchain adoption of Stellar and will include smart contract functions on Evrynet, which will also enable cross-chain solutions. So they have already been integrating smart contracts with Stellar on Stellar via Velo protocol, which is on Stellar, XLM, used for every transaction. So you can already get that capability, that ability of smart contracts through Evrynet. But now, who is Evrynet? This is where we go deep. See, oh, I love being a researcher. I really do. Oh, it's so fun. Let's continue on here. Here we go, folks. Evrynet and Velo. Keep that name in mind, Evrynet. We're going to go into this a little deeper at another time. Evrynet and Velo announced strategic merger to build the future of CDeFi, centralized, decentralized finance. So now you've seen Interstellar merge. You have to follow all these connections. They do this for a reason, so it's hard to track it. Interstellar merged with Velo, and Velo merged with Evrynet. They're all one. But let's read this little tidbit here. It says Evrynet, a financial services platform for building centralized and decentralized applications in DeFi, has today announced a strategic merger with Velo Labs, a leading blockchain infrastructure company focused on improving international remittances. The merger brings together two organizations that share a strong product and technology synergy and will set out to serve a combined institutional and retail audience of DeFi adopters. Evrynet enables CeFi into the DeFi world, centralized finance, into the decentralized finance world. Evrynet's decentralized applications unlock a world of new assets, investment opportunities, and innovative strategies for investors. Simultaneously, Evrynet gives DeFi projects exposure to a broader ecosystem of investors to create a flywheel of growth. Look at how they phrase that. There's about to be so much value and money flowing across Stellar. In my humble opinion, it's not financial advice. It doesn't matter to me whether you buy XLM or not. I'm here for the bank money. Okay, make that clear, because there's a lot of people in the comment section, they don't seem to grasp that about this channel, and I understand why, because a lot of other channels, they seem to be in it for the retail money. I'm not here for that. I'm Ahab investor. I'm here for the white whale. The banks are the white whale. We're here to make the big money. All right. So a flywheel of growth. And I believe them. That's why Ripple XRP is also getting deep in Southeast Asia. Look at the moves that are being made. There's a reason for it. They know which regions are going to explode. South America, Africa, Southeast Asia. We're all getting in deep there because we know that the money and the value is going to explode. The economy is going to explode there. While the so-called first world developed countries are sort of on a decline, the what used to be thought of as third world countries are on the rise. Let's continue on here, people. Smart contract solutions. So then I went over to Evrynet.io. You know I have to verify the smart contract capability. And it says smart contract for institutions. That's their target. Institutional targeted features such as multi-sig and allowing for the contract provider to pay gas fees for the end user. Okay, so you want to head over to Evrynet.io. You can read a little bit more about that. Let's continue on here. We got 2 more tabs to get through. We're doing well. This is from Cointelegraph.com. Now, this is where we need to pay attention closely. This is huge. This is major. Spread the word. Look at the connections that we have at Stellar. The third Evrynet advisor is Robert Townsend. I'm going to say that again. Keep that name in mind. The third Evrynet advisor is Robert Townsend, a renowned economics professor at where? MIT. Who has MIT been working with? Don't worry, this is going somewhere. Oh, I'm fired up. Right now, we're showing about why we, XRP and XLM holders, are the cream of the crop. The cream of the crop. A renowned economics professor at MIT. MIT has been working with the Fed. I know what you're saying. So what, Alphanine? Oh yeah, check this out. And consultant for the Federal Reserve Bank of Chicago. Chi-Town. Oh. More Fed connections for Stellar. Let me read it again. All at once, so I don't break it up with some of my thoughts, right? A renowned economics professor at MIT and consultant for the Federal Reserve Bank of Chicago and the World Bank. Look at the connections. Look who's working with us. They're working for Evrynet, which merged with Velo. Velo merged with Interstellar. And here's the thing. At Velo, who all these companies are merging with, including Lightnet. Oh, we'll get to that. I think that's the last tab. I hope I have it open. At Velo, guess who's on Velo? This is why I say Velo is Interstellar. Velo is Stellar. You have Mike Kennedy of Interstellar. Then you have Jed McCaleb of Stellar. Then you have, there's so many people. I hope I have it. You have like 2 or 3 more people from Stellar that are a part of Velo. It is Stellar. We have people from the Fed working with Velo via Evrynet. They merged together. They merged. So that means we have people from the Fed working with Stellar. More people, by the way. Remember that name, Robert Townsend. It's going to come in handy later. It says, his knowledge and expertise regarding economics and finances can help open numerous new doors for the Evrynet initiative. The Evrynet team commented on appointing these advisors. Not only that, his connections matter. Who you know matters. When it comes time for him to advise, who's he? He's a consultant for the Federal Reserve Bank of Chicago. When it comes time for him to mention or suggest a protocol to be used, a distributed ledger technology to be used, why would he recommend anything other than who he works for, who he believes is best, which is Stellar, Evrynet, Velo, Stellar. They're all one. That's the beauty of decentralization, baby. Oh yeah, the money is coming. Yeah, I'm fired up. I feel real good right now. Oh yeah, I feel very, very good. Let's go to this last little bit, everyone. Fintech firm Lightnet. Lightnet is still a go. Oh, naughty Lightnet. You try to throw Alphanim off the trail, but I'm a good detective and I'm patient. Oh man, look at a little skin. My skin is peeling. Sorry about that, everyone. It just happens randomly. No amount of lotion is going to help. It just peels. I peel like a snake or something like that every winter and fall. Fintech firm Lightnet Group gets $50 million from LDA Capital to do what? To boost Velo Protocol's technology. Lightnet, who's also using Stellar, they're all coming together, forming Voltron. Remember what Lightnet said? They said they want to first dominate Southeast Asia and then take over cross-border remittances from SWIFT. You can look that up. People on this channel, all my old school day ones, they have the screenshots. They have the PDFs. Oh yeah. We do some good, and we save the receipts, as the youth of today say. They say save receipts when you have documents and stuff like that, you know. Look at what's happening. Now, there's no guarantees at all. No guarantees in these things. But the firm has the option to raise the total commitment of up to $100 million over the next 3 years. Fintech firm Lightnet Group, creator of blockchain-based cross-border payment infrastructure, which is built on Stellar. They should include that. Has received $50 million from an investment group, LDA Capital. Singapore-based Lightnet said it will use the funds to boost Web3 and cross-border payments through the Velo protocol, which is on Stellar, and expand the protocol's technology. The firm has the option, and also keep in mind what we read earlier, that one of Velo's missions is to spread the mass adoption of Stellar. Velo, a protocol developed by Lightnet partner, they're all merged together. Velo Labs is focused on cross-border payment service, specifically in the Asia-Pacific region. The protocol lets licensed financial institutions create and exchange Velo digital assets, pegged one-to-one with local currency with a native Velo token, used to help maintain the peg, according to the website. They do much more than that, but go ahead and take a look at the light paper of Velo. Go ahead and take a look at the white paper of Velo so you have the knowledge for yourself. Best to know for yourself. Do your own research, know for yourself, so you can make solid decisions on your own. Don't let anybody control your mind. Don't let anybody, not even myself, sway you this way or that way. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here to free the people. Take the cord out your neck like they did Neo from the Matrix, and show you the real. Welcome to the desert of the real. And there is wealth on the way, in my humble opinion. No guarantees, not financial advice. So we're gonna stop there for now. I'm gonna take off the gloves. We're gonna stop there for now. Now that you have that information, what are you going to do with it? I'm expecting a whole lot more exciting Stellar XLM information to come. We have Meridian, and Danelle Dixon was heading to Capitol Hill. Oh, there's going to be some nice information coming out, in my humble opinion. I hope so. And we're going to have some fun. So now that you have that information, what are you going to do with it? I know what I'm going to do with it. So until next time, let's get to the money.